You know how you have that one piece of gear that changes the entire way you shoot and maybe even makes you want to go out and shoot? I'm going to go ahead and show you all mine. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. Pleasure to see y'all here. Sorry about not posting last week. Unfortunately, just a lot of stuff was going on. I had a lot of videos coming out in the next few weeks that I had to focus on, and it just completely slipped through the cracks. But from here on out, video a week, at least one a week. So regardless, you're not here for that. You're here to see what I shoot with that might have changed the entire way I shoot, especially how I shoot vlogs and overall just client content. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. So it's this. It's a microphone. It's nothing special. It's not a crazy piece of gear that'll change your entire world, but for me, it changed how I shoot. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you how, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the features that are on this that just blew me away when I found out about it. So, like most of you guys, I was cheap when I started. It's an expensive hobby, shooting video and photos. It's expensive, so I got the cheapest mic I could find, which in that case was the Rode Video Micro. I've had this thing for like 7 years, and it's never given me an issue. I mean, it's made of full metal, as far as the microphone goes. It has dead cat on it, so it's good outside. There's really nothing bad I can say about this microphone. One thing I can say that is an issue, that the Video Mic Pro Plus, which is the microphone that I got, it is an issue that has as well. But as far as if the shock mount breaks, you really don't have an option as far as like first party. You kind of have to go third party to get another shock mount. So that is troublesome. As y'all can see, this is not the standard one that comes with it. But yeah, so as I said, it's not a bad mic. It's perfect for what I was able to use, what I needed to use it for. It's resilient. It's lasted me for so long, and I'm never going to get rid of it unless it stops working. But once I got the Video Mic Pro Plus, it changed my entire world when it came to shooting audio. So, go ahead and show y'all first. So, this is the mic. Got some features on it. As you can see, some buttons. The first thing I'm going to say that I really like about this microphone is not only the form factor. I think it's a good looking mic, but it's actually the cold shoe mount. So it's made of all metal, which to me is beautiful. I mean, I like to tighten it a lot, especially when I'm walking and I'm doing a lot of vlogging. I like to have it tight just to ensure that it doesn't come off. And the plastic ones, you can break them if you tighten them too much. So you just got to be careful with those ones. But this one, you can actually tighten it down, no problems. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about, and it's just because it is a dated mic. It's about, I want to say it's 7 years old. I got it a few months back, so it's not like I've had it for too long, but about 7 years old. It does use a micro USB to charge. So it does suck because I would have preferred to have USB-C. I'd prefer to see a refresh of it. Maybe there is one, I don't know, but I didn't see it when I was looking, so maybe there is a refresh, but I would love to see USB-C there instead, just because it's the modern world and we need a modern charging port. One of the things you'll notice when you see the camera besides the actual form factor is actually the shock mount. So it's kind of like a rubbery plastic material, but what I really like about it is no matter how hard I try, that mic stays relatively still, which is overall, it's just perfect, especially considering the Rode Video Micro. It'll move a lot. The actual original mount comes with a place that you put your cable, so it holds it still because it just moves so much. Now, something that I really, really like about this microphone is even though it is battery powered, it does come with a rechargeable battery. It does come with a rechargeable battery, but the bay is actually the same size as 2 AA batteries. So in a pinch, if you run out of battery charge, which you shouldn't, it's like a 30-hour plus lifetime. I've never had an issue with it. But if you do run out of battery life, you can replace it with AA batteries in a pinch. Now, what I'm going to go over next is kind of the game-changing part of it. So not only is it fantastic audio quality, it is better audio quality than the Rode Video Micro, but it has some features that can help a lot in a pinch. First thing, when you turn on your camera in video mode, as long as you have a cable attached to the Rode and the camera, it will turn on with the camera, which is amazing because the issue with a lot of battery-operated microphones is that it won't turn on, and then you might forget. You might go a whole day and shoot, and then realize you never turned on your mic, and it's all ruined. And that's the problem with them. And that's why a lot of people are also worried about getting things like that. But this solves that problem by just turning on and turning off with your camera, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the details of the buttons on the back. So what I'm going to do here is actually switch to a view of the actual microphone in the back to show y'all what I'm talking about. So on the left side, you will notice there's a button that says, on the left side, you will notice there are two sections that are marked 150 and 75 with a little shelf looking button on there. What that button does, if you click it once, it'll go to 150. If you click it twice, it goes to 75. What that actually does, it helps a lot with a dead cat in the wind. I don't have a dead cat, but it does help a lot with a dead cat in the wind. It helps bass roll off. That's the best way to describe it. So if it's bassy outside, especially with thunder or anything, wind, stuff like that, it'll help tone it down so that way the voice is a bit more, in most cases, a lot more hearable. That's not a word, but that's what I'm going to say. Now, so you turn it once for 150, click it again for 75, click it again for off. Now, on the right side, it's a decibel plus and minus. It does exactly what it looks like. Click it once, goes to plus 20 decibels. Click it again, goes to negative 10 decibels. So this will help if you're in a room where it might be getting loud and you just want to have a little bit more control over your audio, or vice versa, if it's silent and you want to have that control over your audio. Now, what you also can do, there are two modes on here that don't have a dedicated button, so you have to click combinations. One of them is you click both the buttons, the left and right button, and what that'll do is it'll activate upper boost. So what it kind of does is it'll help lower the bass while also raising the decibels to allow for a bit more of a full sound, especially if you need both of them at the same time. It helps with that a lot. But the reason I said this changes how I film and the reason I love this thing so much is actually the third one that you can't really see. There is a spot for it, but you can't find a dedicated button for, and that is a safety track. So what you do for that, you press the decibel button and the power button, and you switch it to a safety mode. What it does is it has one mode that's regular, plus 20, whatever you might have your camera set to, and then another track that is actually set to negative 10 decibels. What this allows you to happen is when you film something, if someone shouts, if someone gets loud, if something's, bangs, anything like that, it'll actually capture that at a negative 10 on another track. And what that allows you to do is, if that happens, you don't lose the audio just because it's loud. You actually keep it and retain all that data, and you can continue to edit without having to worry about anything. Now, this is a mic that technically it doesn't have a stereo. It's actually two mono on the left and right side, and it just combines to make one stereo audio. So what it does is the left side stays regular and the right side turns negative 10. So what you would have to do is, in that case, you would just have to switch both of them to stereo in your Premiere or DaVinci, whatever you're on, and then you'd be able to, from there, edit it with no problem. So you do have to change it to stereo, otherwise people will just hear it out of one ear. But that's it. That's all I really wanted to say about the microphone. As I said, it's a fantastic microphone. I fell in love with it. I actually got it at a pawn shop because I love going to pawn shops and finding camera gear. So I got it for like $80, but it is about $300. So it's not cheap, but it's a nice microphone. So if you have the opportunity to pick one up, I would recommend it over a Video Micro, just from the extra, obviously the extra boost in audio quality, but also the extra things you can do with it that'll help you as you progress on your filmmaker journey. That's it. Short video today. Just wanted to talk about this microphone and show y'all discuss why it changed how I shoot, especially when I shoot a lot of vlogs and a lot of just talking head stuff. So that's it. Hope y'all liked the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that for more. Tell me what you want to see more of. I'm happy to make a whole video on things that you might want to see. So just comment that below, or comment nothing, whatever works for you. But either way, I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoy it, and I can't wait to see y'all next time. Peace.